Hi, everybody. Back again for a couple final messages before the big day tomorrow. My wife and I had a great time door knocking in the community throughout the community over the past couple of weeks, and we knocked on about 1,000 doors. Our feet are a bit sore, and it was great to hear the real news at the doorstep. What people are really thinking about, and what people are really thinking about is this horrible problem that we have down in the core of our communities with the opioid crisis, fentanyl, drug addiction, homelessness, and mentally ill. It's just a tragic situation. And I've walked along the trail, down along the railway tracks, to see the people living in the ditches in terrible situations. And we've seen the great devastation of the waterways with the river, the fantastic volunteers in our community, which I hope to be part of once I get over this campaign. I think it's just a tremendous effort by them to get down and clean up the garbage that's accumulated because of this problem. Duncan has become a bit of a catch-all, and North Cowichan is not without its problems on the peripheral of Duncan. And we need to do our part. North Cowichan needs to help our neighbors, especially Duncan in the core, to help them fix that problem. And we need to take a very serious action toward that. I am calling for a public health crisis action plan. And it's an action plan that would require a multifaceted approach involving island health, involving the professionals there, involving emergency workers and bylaw enforcement to get a handle on this situation and start to case manage these people that are living in our ditches. I will not have blood on my hands as a councillor if we start seeing bodies floating down the river because we didn't do anything about it. We've done a lot of studies on this. There's people out there working on the streets that know what the situation is really like. And we now need to back that up with some resources to get a handle on the situation and start to manage it properly. And the way we need to do that is to go into our reserves. You've been taxed 0.05%, I think, is the rate for this environmental fund. It's accumulated to $500,000 since its inception. It typically goes out to community groups who promote organic food or promote artisan projects or other community things that groups can come and apply to. But folks, this money, we have a big environmental mess right here in our community. It's along the ditches of the dike and the ditches of the railway that's now basically been abandoned by Island Corridor Foundation. And we need to put that money to use in helping people. We need to transport them to the cities, to where the resources are far more available, where they can get better help and more opportunity, and where those cities can advocate much better and they have the centralized resources. Our community cannot absorb the kind of influx of transient, homeless, addicted, drug-addicted people and not get any support from the provincial government. It doesn't work that way. We're a small community. We do not have the economy of scale to set up those services for the long term, and we don't have the economy for the aftercare if some of these people actually do change their lives and change their behavior and become productive members of the community, which would be awesome. But we don't have that economy building here yet. Hopefully it will grow and we will have more capability, but we actually do a lot. We have the Warmland facility, and we can only do so much. We have seniors that need our help. Some of them need subsidized living, that people who've lived here for a long time. We need to help them. There's some drug addicted people that have family here who are here that we could absorb into our community and help them, because that's the right thing to do. But these people coming from other places, from all over Canada, landing in our ditches along our river and along the dikes and in the Duncan area, they have to be moved along. And it's for their own good. We cannot allow them to create health hazards and environmental hazards in our neighborhoods. And we can't watch them die. It's just not anything that I'm prepared to stand by and watch. So it's not, it may sound like tough love to have to move them to other places, but it's not. We're helping them. And those cities have far more absorption capacity and far greater advocacy with senior levels of government to get the money they need. And the levels of government have got to start giving them money to do that. And they have to start giving us money to do it. We're going to use a bit of money. We got it in the environmental fund. There's $500,000 there. I think we'll probably have to spend every penny of it to clean up this mess. But we can work with Duncan. We can work with Cowichan Tribes. And we can get the job done with really good people from Island Health and from in the community and the churches and the charities and so on. Let's pull together and get a presence on the street and start to help these people where we can and take them to places where they can get even more help. If that isn't the greatest thing that we could do, that's great. And guess what? We can improve our economy, our private sector economy. And if those people get help and if those people get better, they're welcome back to our small community to work and be productive like most of us are. And it really is the compassionate thing to do to at least, the very least, start getting this situation under control. Thanks for listening. Tomorrow's the big day. Please take your friends and family down to the voting booth. It's a big, big decision. It's all in your hands. And I look forward to serving you if you vote for me at the end of Saturday. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.